Okay, one and y'all, I'm going to talk about police brutality and harassment and things like that. Now, I have seen videos of cops doing things that, not just civilians, but soldiers can't get away with. I mean, I saw them sexually assaulting a woman under the guise of searching her. They pulled down her pants and they stuck their fingers up you know where. And soldiers couldn't even get away with that. They even shot an unarmed man after he complied with all their commands. Down in Arizona, David Shaver, I think his name was. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name right, but David Shaver or something like that. And yes, he was white. He obeyed all their commands, and he still managed to get himself shot. Anyway, what we need to do is we need to have more police accountability. I watched a video that was interestingly made by a cop who addressed the issue of bad cops. And he said that departments are often reluctant to fire such officers because they spend a lot of money training them and schooling them and educating them and things like that. However, I have a solution to that. If a cop is fired for misconduct, he should be required to pay every cent of that money back. Garnish his wages, things like that. Seize his assets, that sort of thing. In any case, as well as the fine, we have another issue to deal with. Body cams. All police officers, I'm 100% for all police officers being required to wear body cams while on duty. So that way we can see what's going on, because cameras don't lie. They don't, and they're completely unbiased. And they don't take sides. And they don't forget either. They're the perfect witness. And they let us all know, they will let the whole world know exactly what happened, what was going on, and what went down. And another thing is the FBI should investigate every police shooting in America. And it's just, whenever there's a police shooting, the FBI should be required to investigate it, because that's what the FBI often does. They police the police a lot of the times. That they deal with corruption and things like that. And they do, how they deal with politicians and everything. So why shouldn't they deal with this? It's a government issue, and after all, killing a police officer is a federal offense. And when police are corrupt, they're often they're usually sent to federal prison because it's a federal crime. That being said, I have another thing we should do. Legalize all drugs. I have made a few videos about calling for the legalization of all drugs already. But anyway, it would save it would not only lessen the interactions the public had with the police, it would also reduce a lot of law enforcement deaths, because I have seen a lot of reports of law enforcement officers being killed by people who were on drugs or were selling them. And so if we can make it so it's a win-win, I mean, everyone's safer because of the end of the drug war. The drug war is just too costly, both in lives and treasure. And if people want to do drugs, they should be allowed to without police interference. And police officers should not have to put their asses on the line just to stop something that isn't really to stop someone who isn't really hurting anyone but themselves. And I think if people want to do drugs, they should be allowed to do so. That being said, it would protect a lot of people. It would save a lot of lives, especially blue lives. So if you really want to support our law enforcement, show them you care. Legalize all drugs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye now.